Well, for me, I think President Tinubu is coming there. I mean, Rome was not built in a day. We are just battling with the insurgents in our area, and gradually we are coming up. And as we are coming up, we will now start thinking on the next step. Once we calm down the insurgents of banditry and unknown gunmen and all the rest of them, we will be able, the president and his team and all of us will advise him to open the chapter 2 of the book. And the chapter 2 will be development. Once you have no insurgents, you have no unknown gunmen, and you don't have any disturbances about our people, and we will talk page 2 of development. We have always, people will say, we have always asked the president, according to law, find the best way of law to address the issue of Southeast, both the issue of the IPOB, the issue of everybody, to address this within the context of law of Nigeria, so that possibly, very quickly, Nnamdi Kanu will be released from prisons, and we will continue to live a better life and produce everything. Let me be honest with you. Nigerians are suffering because of the problem we're having in the Southeast. The Southeast can produce everything you buy in China. We can make them in Aba, Newe, and Onitsha. Everything you buy from China. Just give us electricity, give us the way that with it, and give us the direction. We produce everything that you produce in China. The technologies are there, everything, we have it, but we need a better atmosphere. We need to clean away properly in agreement the sit at home, which has cost hundreds of billions of naira out of the Southeast. We need to bring back the I can do it spirit. We need to sing back aging by aging. We need to go back to what we know how to do. When I was governor, a lot of things were being manufactured in Aba. People have begged Aba people to stop putting
George, what just happened? So what's going on? What's new on your side? What's the news you are following from your ends, wherever you did? We have not checked news. Very busy for now, but I will let you know soon. Correct. All right. I get like I'm only here for what? Let's say for another good 30 minutes to 50 minutes. Before I go clocking. Anyway, yes. At this point, if you are following this, a regular follower of this platform, you would know say I've done this speculate about 2027 that it's Bola Tinubu want to win, not even to lose at this point. I don't think there's anything Bola Tinubu will do that will make him lose 2023 election. The strategy is already out as we speak. It's speaking to is signing a deal or reaching an agreement with Southeast and South governors and political heavyweights, especially those in opposition party. The deal is that I will support you to come back, to retain your seat, and all you have to do is to make sure I get my 25%. Now, in case you are wondering, people like them Soludo, who is election is what next month. If I say next month, next year or next month, when be Anambra election? Say, but I think it's first on the list. Is the first on the list. Who won't sign deal? I mean, if you ask me, it's a good deal in the Nigerian context. You know the ala good deal. Once you understand the weight of a sitting president, even though himself would okay, in terms of Soludo, the weight of president can be easily be felt if you go against the sitting president. I mean, when you have pretty much monopoly of everything, money, media, military, what else? Even the INEC that will run the election for you, he has a monopoly of how the election. Toledo we thank his stars. If you ask me, the fact that his performance per an average Anambra in the Anambra, we now stick his our chest out to say yes. Toledo has performed above average. So when a sitting governor who's seeking for re-election is not too of his performance in terms of the expectation of the people, then you will need a higher power to pull you through, and that's where the power of presidency comes in the Nigerian context. So reaching a deal with Tinubu to say, okay, yeah, all you need to do is give me 25%. Nobody may give me the whole state self. You can give Obi 75%. If you can guarantee me I'll get 25%, your re-election is pretty much a guarantee. But I also understand that, specifically that of Anambra, the deal is being somehow because the APC on ground, the man who is a APC in Anambra, when I mean the APC, who is a gubernatorial candidate in Anambra under APC, is not buying it. He's not buying it. Now we'll talk about what Tinubu is also doing with the northern angle. That one an easy BD. Gentleman agreement is already at play. You know, south and turn by turn dichotomy. Mr. Santo, yeah, I greeted you. I am good. How far? How your side? Which news? What did they happen for your area? What's the news on your end? Let's hear it. So at this piece by George, come here. Your brother is speaking. There's a piece here by George Oshogwe Obolu. That's a name. I don't know. I can't even picture where that person is from. Sounds like an Edo person, but at the same time, like Biafra man. Anyway, there's a piece the guy wrote. Let me read from that piece. He said, with 715 days to February 2027 election, presidential election, political maneuvering and realignment are already in motion as aspirants and their supporters begin strategizing for the race. You know what I'm talking about? the beginning of this year that this year is pretty much about realignment and party finding their bearing. That's what this year is all about. And then it's playing out, which is what George is pointing out here. Say last month, the national chairman of the ruling All Progressive Congress Party, Dr. Abdullahi Danguje, declared that the North will support President Bola Tinubu amid Tinubu's re-election and reclaim power in 2031, which is the gentleman agreement that I was talking about. I am not part of that gentleman agreement, and posterity will bear me witness. I was a lone rebel. From my family to my village to the whole local government, senatorial region to my state to my region, I was the only rebel. I was a traitor. If you want to see the other way around, who decide not to go with this their bullshit of turn by turn agreement that they have. When the 17 southern governors came out daytime to rally their followers to support that gentleman agreement, I say no, these men are clown. Don't go, don't follow them. For obvious reason, they'll come out in the morning and rally everybody, but at night everybody following his own personal dream, want to be vice president, want to be president, and all that kind of bullshit. But apparently, I think I lost. If you want to go by the statistics, right? I lost my candidate who I end up supporting just to prove a point. I lost then, but I think on the long run, I am the winner here because I am waiting for the people that will come out and say, no, 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 yet we should not support Tinubu for not to come to power 2031. Then I will see how that conversation will go, which is what Abdullahi, that is the chairman of the ruling party, is reminding us that the North it's not even a no-brainer. It's not even a matter of say they don't get choice. It will be easier. It will be easier for them to just put their weight behind the sitting president, who is from the South, and we help their own cause come 2031. But first, people like Peter Obi presidential ambition has to be killed. If they no fit keep Peter Obi presidential ambition before that time, I don't see how that gentleman agreement will stand. But again, that's not a popular opinion out there. So, following the South-South power rotation principle, echoing similar sentiment, Minister of State for Defense and former Zamfara State Governor Dr. Bello Matawale affirmed that the North will rally behind Tinubu to ensure the continuity of his developmental projects across the country until 2031. So whichever way they won't make the case, it will be easier to make. But I think that man, this State Defense Minister Matawale should be made a watch him. I would not be surprised. It's that guy. That guy carry the ticket of of APC come 2031. You must say he's corrupt, he's incompetent, and all that kind of shit. That's the criteria for a good candidate. He's a sellable candidate. But anyway, George continues. However, their comments have drawn mixed reaction from northern leaders, especially as source indicated that Tinubu is cutting Southeast and South-South leaders to boost his 2027 re-election prospects, with the APC ticket likely Tinubu's to claim, unless he opt out in Possicant. He cannot opt out. If not that one, he go put his son there. His successor will hinge on securing a majority of votes while meeting the constitutional requirement of gaining at least 25% votes in two-thirds of Nigerian 36 states and the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja. In the 2022 presidential election, President presidential election, Tinubu victory came largely from the northwest, north central, and southwest. However, he faced stiff opposition in the southeast and south-south. Even failed to secure 25% in Abuja. Now with with Wike in Abuja as the man in charge, and you're thinking with a recent stunt, is telling you people, oh, are the obedient, go fuck yourself. I'm part of the establishment now, so fuck you. All I need to do is to go make Wiki happy, and I'll be back. I don't need your fucking vote. I don't need your support. That's exactly what she just did with putting a fellow Natasha woman under the box. So, without saying plenty much, FCT is good. Is as good as Tinubu's come 2031. 2027, beg your pardon. Now, Tinubu 2027 strategy, win the southeast and the south-south, all right? To improve his standing in the southeast and south-south, Tinubu is reportedly reaching out to governors and political leaders in this region. Sources indicate to Vanguard that apart from implementing key projects in these zones, which projects don't implement for all these zones? I don't even know. What did Tinubu don't even do for south-south and south-southeast when you are talking about projects, right? Does what do they call that in a legacy road from Lagos to Calabar? Does that count? I mean, it's ongoing. Does that count as? I mean, that one is only cut across southwest. So specifically, which project in don't do for south-south and southeast? I don't know. I'm not saying there is none, but none I know of. I just know say they appoint people and all that kind of shit. So if that counts, then maybe it's doing the do. So implementing key projects in the zone. Tinubu exploring a political arrangement that will allow opposition governors to retain their seat in exchange for electoral support in 2027. Oh man, Nigeria, and they talk calm, right? I know things will not be like this. You said that's going to get worse or get better from the standpoint of being elected, serve as a political officer and all that. Because this is, as far as I'm concerned, we will look back to these days, to today, and say, fuck it, I fuck up. I should have run for a political office. Because, man, it's goddamn too easy. A country of 220 million people, quote unquote, let's say that region alone are like 100 million people or 70 million people, however you want to factor these two regions. And he said the easiest way to win that region are to just reach out to what? How many governors in this case? Let me see. How many governors? Yeah, let's say all the 17 governors. I mean 70 million people. It's guaranteed that you don't win. I mean, isn't that that's the easiest thing? Easiest way to win an election anywhere in the world. So let's see. This is it. If successful, this strategy could see Professor Charles Tinubu Anambra Abga, Dr. Peter Mba Enugu PDP, Pastor Umo Eno Akwa Ibom PDP. The PDP, that reminds me, the PDP ex-governor, they don't the PDP AFCC don't the you know what strike deal, you know what John. So the CCM as a trend, money see there, so they need to make sure they later understand the times that we are in. Anyway, So, and then we have the PDP governor in Bayelsa and Sheriff Obori Wori. That's the most. I mean, somebody should prove me wrong. Oh. This current Delta State governor, Sheriff Obori Wori, whatever they call him, is the most unpopular governor ever from Delta State. I mean, up to now, Bori see we see people see the talking about Bori, right? I think I don't know, between Uduaga and I think Uduaga is more popular, going by the fact that we be this current governor names we just come out. We even eventually run for a bigger office. Still, his name hardly come to mind. But this Obori warrior of a guy, god damn, fucking unpopular, man. What's going on? So now, from Anambra to our to Akwa Ibom, Bayelsa to Delta. Once Bola, they are all coming back. They are all first time governors. Easy. No wonder Bola Tinubu just confident about worrying the guy. Easy. All of them want secret election. So what an easy deal. As I say, Soludo na go happy pass because I mean the fact that it's unpopular in terms of his expectation of him, and his election is just right here, standalone election. It's a good day for him. So why Tinubu secured the required votes in the territory? So the required vote is just 25%. These governors are lucky bastards, if you ask me. However, not everyone in the APC supports this strategy. The chairman of the United Nigeria Airline and APC governorship aspirant in Anambra State, Obiora Okonkwo. No wonder. Oh my freaking God. It makes sense now. So that's why Kilongpe, holy cow. This guy will just decamp to APC from Labour Party. Oh shit. Ozigo. What's that? What's with that English? Something Ozigo. No wonder in the camp to APC. Smart motherfucker. I have seen the picture. I have seen it's making sense now. Boy. Okay. So I say that's exactly what I concluded. I say the guy go get job. I mean, he can't afford to be jobless for another, not just for this remainder of 2 years, but for unforeseen 4 years. So as soon as gosh, he said I'm going to get appointment in Tinubu in the Soludo's. That's pretty much going to work for Soludo. Gosh, it makes sense. Huh. Okay. Jagaban. That guy is to be studied. Making a right book before he die. Because it's a good strike. So anyway, that Toledo one is I don't think whoever this Obiora Okonkwo is. I don't know how much you get, but he has lost his argument even before he even start. And for the fact that he's an APC guy, oh my God. Kai. But the guy don't know who Tinubu be. That's why I thought Tinubu. I don't think he have enough money for Tinubu. Even I don't think in case of Anambra, that's just the best way because it would be very hard for Abga to lose Anambra anyway. Not to even another person, but to APC. If the Labour Party is strong, led by Obedient, let me say the Obedient movement is strong, I was okay if Abga won't lose any that position, at least to the obedient. But in this case, hell no. Unless nah. So it's Tinubu is the winner here. So Ludo is Tinubu knows that he's not popular, that he has not done well. That's why he would accept any deal. If not, without any deal, Tinubu should be able to come back easy to say do mere bare minimum. He should be able to come back without striking any deal. However, not everyone. So, Ambiraga Obiora Konko argued that the securing an APC governor in Anambra through the upcoming election will be more beneficial for Tinubu 2023 election bid than relying on an opposition governor. Tinubu can, no matter how, even the 25% safe, it's not guaranteed they go get up. It doesn't matter. And then Obiora Konko be governor of APC on a Soludo, but at least make it be say you know try in case there will be presidential train crash before then. He's not just wishing now or hoping. He's working hard to crash that dream for him, which is normal. So why on the other side of the Niger, division in the north, as Kwanko Zoyaka said, Professor Fage other reacts to Ganguje Matawale comment. Let me see their argument. But nah, it's just they're just playing to the gallery, or they actually mean what their opposition is going to be. As Nigeria move closer to 2023, February 20th, 2020. Oh, now February 20th, that be the election. Correct. These people are serious. Date don't they? February 20th, 2027 presidential election. Debates over the President Bola Tinubu's second term bid have intensified with northern politicians. I thought I said now only he the campaign, they actually win. The rest opposition, they just the fulfill oral righteousness. Now, political leaders expressed divergent view over the matter. The national chairman of the All Progressive Congress, Abdullahi Danguji, and Minister of State for Defense, Dr. Matawale, have both declared that the North will support Tinubu's re-election bid, ensuring he completes 8 years before power returns to the region in 2031. However, their remarks have sparked mixed reaction among northern politicians and stakeholders, with some backing the power rotation principle and other what fucking principle, man, and other arguing for more open and competitive democratic process. I wish that we actually, anyway, let me know you waste time there. Gangoje not should wait till 2031. Speaking at an event with members of the President Bola Tinubu Media Center, PBAT Media Center, and Tinubu Northern Youth Forum at the APC National Secretariat in Abuja, Gangoje emphasized that any expectation of a Northern president in 2027 should be dismissed. If you say at the Abuja now, this kind of event I would like to go. So, then you have the opportunity to actually speak to the real people who are doing the do, not narrative builders. Anyway, he said when a leader from the north was in office for 8 years, we advocated that the next president should come from the south. Luckily, we work hard, and our president has come from the south. Then we work hard. They did actually. And our president has come from the south. God, Nigeria, these people are just so predictable. Anyway, our president has come from the south. He is going, inshallah, for a second term in 2027. After that, it will be the turn of the north again. Nigeria. See the criteria so big. I don't even know how to actually frame this properly. right? It's just so telling, it's so obvious. These guys are just running for a managerial position. Yes, as it's supposed to be to manage the nation resources on the people's behalf. But in this case, it is the other way around. They are managing the people resources on highest bidder or the foreign power, I should say, in this case, led by the United States of America's uh, uh, ownership. They're not running to manage resources for them. That's why they say na turn by turn, without actually say okay, oh, this is where the project Nigeria is at right now. We are in a position to actually take it to the next level. Oh, but fuck all that shit. Ah, it's easy, man. It's easy. That's why you see when these people fall out of the system, people like the Erufai and Amechi, they go on die. They will do everything. They talk anything talkable just to see how they will come back in. Anyway, so he said, Inshallah, for security after that, it will return back to the north again. Similarly, Dr. Mutawale dismissed opposition to Tinubu re-election bid, insisting that the north will back him to consolidate his development project. President Bola Tinubu has made significant contribution to all regions of Nigeria, including the north. The people of the north will rally behind him to build upon his achievements and reform, he said. Lookman, Ganguje is talking like a street hawker. Ah, street hawkers know something, you know. Now them be the machinery of now them be the winning engine, oh. Ah, they the winning engine. The way they talk as a Lukman. Former APC National Vice Chairman and Northwest Sahil Mohammed Lukman criticized Dangote for attempting to silence potential northern aspirants in 2027. Who are the potential now? We will never see anybody, then there's nobody. They will remain potential till 2031 begin, till after 2027. He told Vanguard he is talking almost like a street hawker. The mere fact that an election is coming up confirmed that there is a vacancy. Of course, the chairman cannot just wake up and impose his sentiment on others. Lukman also accused the APC. See, these old guys, they have mastered the act of politics, right? Automatically, they have put everybody out there, every potential out there to be defending their even attempts to even contest. That's where I put everybody. Everybody will get the intent of contesting will begin questioning so our sense it come. Right? That's exactly how they flip that what Dangote is doing and Matawale are doing here with that putting that. That's where at times that they always use it against the obedient. Don't always be on the defensive side. You got to strike. And that's what these old guys are doing, right? If you listen to Lukman, so Lukman also accused the APC leadership of shifting into. Now he said he told Vanguard he's talking like a street car. The mere fact that it's an election, okay, so the chairman cannot just wake up and impose his sentiment on others. He has the right to do that. If you fall for a man, which you just did, by mere responding to it, you have already ceded that narrative, the power to control that narrative to him, which is the whole point the guy this want to make. They want to be in control of how 2027 should go, from who contests to how you vote. Lukman also accused the APC leadership of shifting internal democracy, stating that party decisions are being imposed without genuine consultation. Story. You don't finish with that. I mean, now when nobody there, now when just like when I went like 2023, right? When the incumbent is not coming, then everybody will succumb to want to consult with every Tom, Dick, and Harry before taking decision. At this point, fuck it. I'm the man in charge. I've got the cards. Like Trump tells Zelensky, you don't have the cards. You don't have the cards. At this point, Tinubu will just look up. Ganguje will look here, look back, and say, you don't have the cards. Yeah, I don't fucking have the cards. I do. That's exactly what. That's exactly how this narrative. That's the narrative they are trying to set. Trying to say, "Come, we get the card, so we will control the decision. We'll post whoever the fuck we want, and them the consequences." Sulaiman, time to prioritize competence over regional royalty. Nah, it's too late. It's too late. I lost that fucking narrative years ago. It's too late. That's an old story. It's not gonna work. Could it work? Abdulaziz Suleiman, director of NGOs, SCOs at the Northern Edda Forum, argued that the regional politics has failed the North. God, these people, I like the way that they talk. I can't confident that they talk nonsense. what an effrontery. It's also funny. He argued that the regional politics has failed the North. Okay. Citing the disappointing tenure of former President Buhari. But you guys see where that head well, make I no accuse guy voting for Tinubu because it was a very close call what Atiku did in the North for Tinubu. If the second person no did the mix, I think it would have been difficult for Tinubu to win the northern vote. Anyway, that's a story for another day. So let me continue. Say Buhari 8 years were characterized by unimminent expectation rather than prioritizing regional loyalty. We must focus on competence. So if to say Buhari did well in the north, then for no man then continue the regional dichotomy, right? So rather than prioritizing regional loyalty, we must focus on competence. The North needs a leader who can effectively address poverty, insecurity, and infrastructural decay, he said. So he's not even arguing for competence overall, as he claimed to want to speak, but his competence is narrowed down to a competent northerner, which again fall into what the same thing that Ganguje and Matawale are saying. So that's why I thought, however they want to paint the narrative, even they want to come as a form of opposition on politics, which is a great way of playing it anyway. And anybody in their position, we told the same line anyway. So according to him, Tinubu's performance, not zoning, should determine 2027. Good luck. Sani, democracy without opposition is a sham. Anthony Sani, former Secretary General of the Arewa Consultative Forum, defends Danguje's position, arguing that Tinubu emergence was a result of Northern APC governors supporting the rational principle. In fact, the ACF scribe said, what Dangote said is part of democracy. If Northerners want to contest, they are free to do so. But the final decision rests with what? Voters. Exactly. You don't have the cards. That's exactly what he's saying. You don't have the cards. We have the cards. Go do whatever the fuck you want, but we got the cards. Nigeria politics. Let's see what times we are in first. In a minute. Let's do this.
Assembly. So we now invite our distinguished president, a man of focus, a man who loves the National Assembly, the one that will support you to support your constituents, to now present the 2025 budget. On your mandate, we shall stand. On your mandate, we shall stand. On your mandate, on your mandate, on your mandate, we shall stand. Oh yeah. Shall stand. On your mandate, on your mandate, on your mandate, we shall stand.
Thank you very much. Thank you. After listening to this great remark of a great mind, colleague, and the President of the Senate, I feel I could have just lay the budget. Oh. With your rendition of the mandate support, I can't do otherwise. I must but respect you and go through the exercise of reading. It is a great honor and pleasure for me to be back where I started. As once a member of this respected house of thinkers and doers, I am grateful to be your president. And to be here to see so many faces of my friends, colleagues, and competitors. Duties, and with unyielding commitment to rebuilding Nigeria towards ensuring that we remain steadfast on the journey to a prosperous future, I hereby present the 2025 budget to the joint section of the 11th National Assembly. 10th? I wrote 11.
That was the first deal. The first deal he made with him.
Which means you are all re-elected.
I mean, this is not a master stroke. Instead of me, my people say who they cry this hero. As much as you want to hate this man, you don't have to hate the player, man. Hate the game. Hate the game. Guarantees that 99% of those members are coming back. Then now, they already give all the opposition governors in the South Side outside this deal because they are all seeking re-election. I mean, what an easy comeback. This might go down as the easiest comeback, easiest second term victory in Nigerian history. Easy. My. Wow. Now, make a rush out. I get like 5 or 10 minutes more before I head out. So Tinubu has delivered for the North. APC chieftain Musa Liyusa Kwankwaso supported Ganguje, stating that Tinubu projects in the North justify a second term bid. He said, The North is a major project site under Tinubu. The Northwest Commission and the other 600 billion naira located for regional projects shows that he is working for us. Languje is mobilizing for the North against Tinubu. Speaking to Vanguard, the chairman of the New Nigerian People's Party (NNPP) in Kano, Ashimu Dangurawa, argued that Danguje's statement could backfire, making Northerners turn against Tinubu in 2027. He said Danguje is not sincere. He knows that Tinubu has failed the North with fuel subsidy removal, increased taxation, and security. By telling Northerners to wait till 2031, he is mobilizing them to reject Tinubu. Oh, that's a good argument to make. Professor Fage, Danguje's statement is undemocratic. Political analyst Professor Kamilu Sani Fage stated that no party chairman has the right to indicate who can contest in an election. He's not saying there's a must. He's just putting an argument out there. Democracy is about allowing the people to decide. Telling potential aspirants to wait till 2031 is not democratic. It's not specific. If you want to take it as that, fine. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I call it a day here. We'll come back later. Gotta go. Roll. Ciao, chia.